Okay, here we have an imported part that we want to run in the lathe. If you'll notice, if we look in this view, you'll see there's a lot of detail on this side, and when CamWorks runs AFR, or automatic feature recognition, it may or may not give you the proper machining direction that you would like. So what we're going to do is show you this scenario. So if we go to the CamWorks features tree and we select our lathe and our controller, and we select OK. Next thing we want to do is adjust our stock. When we click on the stock, we'll see that the stock view is not in the proper direction. So if we hold the shift key down and push the up arrow, we can rotate the view to see the proper stock location. Once this is done, you would go ahead and edit your stock. So we're going to come down here and then come right about there, or you can go a little bit further if you want, and then you want to adjust your diameter of your stock, maybe a little bit higher, depending on what your stock would be. Once this is done, you can go ahead and run AFR, and here we see we have some features. So we have a face feature, an OD feature, but the problem is that your setup is coming from this direction. But what you want to do is machine from this direction. So how are we going to fix this? So what we have to do is we have to come in and measure this part. I'm going to come back to a solid. I'm going to click on measure. And I'm going to measure from one end to the other. And what I have is a 2.6141. Okay, so we can close that. So the next thing I want to do on this face is insert a plane, 26141, or reverse the direction. The next thing I want to do is turn on the temporary axis, because we will need that. View, temporary axis. Okay, we have that. I'm going to use this plane and I'm going to insert a sketch. Put a point where the center of this is on the plane. I'll accept that. Next thing I want to do is put in a coordinate system. So we'll pick that point on the on that sketch, and we've got to reverse the z-axis. So the first thing we do is click here, select your temporary axis, and reverse the direction. Now we have z pointing in the proper direction. Once we have that, we can go to the CamWorks features tree again, go to your turning machine, go to setup. Tell the setup that you want to use a coordinate system. It's going to pop this up and ask you, well, which coordinate system do we want to use? We want to use this coordinate system. Once that's selected, you can click OK. And it wants to know if you want to do a rebuild. I'm just going to say no at this point. And I'll come back here and I'm going to delete and empty. And now I'm going to tell it to do AFR again. Okay, once I've done that, you will see I'm using the same stock. The face feature is now on this side, the OD feature, and if you look, if I hide the coordinate system, you can see that this Z, this X, Y, and Z is the actual SolidWorks or CamWorks coordinate. So everything is coming from this side. Now there is one item here that's a problem, but we can fix that. You'll notice that this OD feature, has extended this line because it didn't understand this radius here. So what you got to do is edit this OD feature. Go up here and look at selected one. You'll see it turn red out here. You can delete that, and then you can select the next item and delete that. Okay. Once that's done, you can extend it along the Z and click OK. Now it's just a matter of generating your operation plans and generating your toolpaths. So here we have a rough, finish the face, turn rough, and you have all your operations. You have your grooving, and so on. Just a matter of inserting operations and vice versa. Thank you very much.